get a hold of it, whether it's an audiobook or the book, and they're gonna recommend it, and then it's gonna spread like wildfire. This is a powerful book. This is a real self-help book. This is a real one. Like, it's not like someone orchestrates this whole thing. Like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to become a motivator. Right. I'm going to be a personal influencer. Right. I'm going to be that guy that goes out there and tells people, you can optimize your life. Here's how you do it. And there's so many of those fucking guys out there.
Right. Yeah, that's not me, man.
I know this one dude. I ran into him recently. I ran into him at this restaurant. He's fat as fuck. He's got this big old belly, and I know he does these motivational things. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Like, right. You're weak. Right. Like, look at your body. Look at your own temple. Look at your meat vehicle. You're right. Carrying around this fucking donut around your waist. It's just, he was eating shitty food and he looked soft. I'm like, wake up, bitch.
So, if you didn't already know, Tyler is an illegal immigrant to the United States. He's locked in the United States. He can't legally travel outside of the United States. And I'm not sure what his tax situation is. But of course, he's stuck there with his Mexican partner and their two kids, which will be American citizens. RSD is without a manager, without a coordinator, and without accountability. So there's Tyler, who's a part owner, Nick, who's the other co-owner, who's not talented but has the money. So together they work, apart it doesn't. Because Tyler doesn't have financial stability in the United States, and if he leaves the United States, he's in big trouble. Nick has a lot of financial stability, but no talent to kind of earn on his own. There's no customer service, there's no HR department, there's no staff care.
As Tyler doesn't have financial stability in the United States, and if he leaves the United States, he's in big trouble.
The popular dating forum RSD Nation was shut down a few weeks ago by the company Real Social Dynamics, otherwise known as RSD, and the fans, customers, and viewers have not been given an explanation why. This left the community puzzled, but a few people, including myself, luckily, were able to connect the dots. Now, this is just the very beginning of the RSD meltdown, okay? So make sure you press subscribe below to be informed of all the new updates of what's happening in this saga as this company unravels, okay? It's not clear how long this video will be up for because RSD has tended to shut down these kinds of videos in the past, okay? So make sure you press subscribe to be updated about all future things that are happening with this situation. You might be asking yourself, why should you listen to me when it comes to these matters, and why should you give a shit about what I have to say? I am an ex-Real Social Dynamics employee. I worked for the company in 2012, and I know a lot of people who still work for the company and who happen to know a lot of inside things. So the Reddit post reads as follows. Not a whole lot of solid details out right now, but there's no way ICE wasn't involved with this. For those out of the loop, disgruntled former RSD employee Alex revealed that Owen Cook and the mother of his kids have overstayed their visa while staying in America. No surprise there. I've been saying that for years, including in some past videos.
She has come here to a country, and she has got an anchor babe, got an anchor babe.
If Tyler or his baby mama ever left the United States, there is no way they are ever getting back in. Their kids, on the other hand, have 3 citizenships. One of Tyler's kids has autism and has a shit ton of therapists and medical professionals he works with, all in LA. The federal government has been cracking down on cases of overstayed visas as of lately. Despite what may be the popular notion, they are cracking down on everyone, not just Hispanic immigrants. Rumors started circulating in the Los Angeles and Las Vegas sites that Tyler is taking a trip to Canada. Unless he's taking a fucking sailboat over there, there's no way he's coming back. Now here's an explanation to why the forums might have been shut down. He writes, employees started trying to discuss the situation on the RSD forums about 2 weeks ago. In response, they shut down the forums. This is a big deal. Even in the height of the Julian Blanc, Owen Cook sexual assault and rape scandal, they didn't shut down the forum. If the rumors weren't true, I doubt they would shut down the whole freaking forum. Tyler is definitely not in LA and hasn't been there in over a month. If this is what I think it is, this will be the worst thing to happen to RSD. The sexual assault and rape scandals will eventually be forgotten, but US immigrant enforcement never forgets. Unless there's some immigration thing I don't know about, this is very tragic for Owen. He's not going to be anywhere as effective in his work when he's in Canada. Also, he's going to have to deal with so much. His baby mama is a Mexican immigrant, so she may not be able to go to Canada. In no way the kids are going to Mexico, they've never been there. This is a lot to deal with, and it will be a very long time before Owen can get back to work. Very tragic situation all around, if it is what I think it is. So you might be asking yourself at this point, why the fuck am I wearing this stupid shirt with Tyler's face on it? Okay? I will show you. It's because Tyler gets approached a couple times a day, even when he's not dressed well.
I get approached a couple times a day, even when I'm not dressed well.
Now when he is dressed well, he's just beating him off with a stick. So Tyler took a big trip to Canada, most likely because the immigration office, ICE, okay, the US Immigration and Customs Enforcement, closed in on his overstayed visas. Okay, so he likely will not be returning to the United States anytime soon. Now, to those of you who have followed me for a while, you know I do Muay Thai kickboxing, which is the best stand-up style for punching, elbowing, kicking, and kneeing. Okay, so the co-founder of Real Social Dynamics, okay, along with Tyler Durden, is Nicholas Coe, otherwise known from the famous book The Game as RSD Papa. Okay, he's been training in some amateur MMA, Muay Thai kickboxing. So as you can see, these two co-founders are a true set of power packing alpha males. A very good example for all the impressionable young men that they lead around the country. But I would actually enjoy a formal sparring match with Papa in the sport of Muay Thai, with pads of course and gloves. That could be a fun event for all. Now Papa happens to be multi-talented. Okay, his other all-star trait is his ability to rap hip-hop lyrics. Let's take a look.
I am like a social senator, they get rapport, take over like we've been at war. Step 2, you get a team. Build crew splitting the seams, the dream. Game plan, you just get in the scheme. Just imagine the deals that we can get in between.
Looks like the next Lil Wayne to me. Lil Papa.
President Donald Trump has left the White House, but he granted clemency to a couple of celebrities before his term officially ended. Trump pardoned rappers Lil Wayne and Kodak Black. Lil Wayne, a notable Trump supporter, was charged in Florida on November 17th.
Lil Papa has been posting some tweets recently, tweeting about the new president that he's hired for Real Social Dynamics. And notice that this president was hired right around the time that Owen went missing to Canada. Tyler, that is, Tyler Durden went missing to Canada. And also the time that the forums were shut down. Okay, that they are now offline for maintenance. Okay, now a new president is hired for RSD. Now let's take a look. Who is that president? This is the man, Rene Rodriguez, that may be replacing Owen Cook, aka RSD Tyler, as the president of Real Social Dynamics.
She will get stuff for a Jeepo. She gets first in line for benefits before we do.
I'd also like to point out as a side note that both Rene Rodriguez and Nick Coe, despite having tens of thousands of Twitter followers, have zero activity on their daily tweets, meaning no likes, no comments, no shares. Now I personally am 100% against Mr. Rodriguez taking over the presidency because I think Owen, aka Tyler Durden, is downright fucking hilarious.
Hey! Hey!
I don't know what is wrong with me.
Nashville's. Let's go back to Nashville.
No,
Nashville.
it's all right.
I don't understand why you don't want to go back.
History had molded me into a superstar. Together, we had pulled off spectacular pickups before the disbelieving eyes of our disciples in Los Angeles, New York, Melbourne, Belgrade, and beyond.
Hello. I need you to arrest me. I am the leader of a terrorist organization responsible for numerous acts of vandalism and assault all over the city. In the metropolitan area with probably a couple hundred members. Chapters have sprung up in 5 or 6 other major cities already. This is a tightly regimented organization with many cells capable of operating completely independent of central leadership.
It was very, very emotional. I fucking cried on the plane. Like, grown man, 28, 29 years old, just like all this work for all these years to this brand, I don't get anything out of it. But instead of me doing my hot seat tour, they gave Julian Tyler's hot seat tour in conjunction with Tyler. So instead of me doing it, they said, Julian, you can do Tyler's hot seat tour for free. Because if you didn't already know, Tyler is an illegal immigrant to the United States. He's locked in the United States. He can't legally travel outside of the United States. And I'm not sure what his tax situation is.
Sick of your free ride, oh boy, go back to Mexico. I'll rejoice at this point. We're gonna fall, let's build a wall. Just go back home, just go back home. Guadalupe, Guadalupe. Just stop, please. Taking our tax money, Guadalupe.
I wanted to make a quick video about RSD Alex, okay? He was with RSD for a very long time with Real Social Dynamics. The coach Alex, okay, he's Australian. Now he's running the 4-week natural program, okay? He goes by Alex Social or Alex 4-week natural. Now, there's a lot of fucking shit to say about this guy, okay? First off, let me just tell you his current situation, okay? He's a massive alcoholic. He's in a whole fuckload of debt, okay? He's dead broke. He's living out of a van. Yes, that's right, he's living out of a van. We'll roll a clip here where he was just doing an interview with Alex from Playing with Fire from his fucking van.
It's got to be about the coach, the human connection with the coach, and it can't be all about how much money can we get from the client.
Yeah, I'm going to give the non-PC answer. RSD largely sucks balls. That's the non-PC version of that answer.
3 minutes. This is it. Ground zero. Would you like to say a few words to mark the occasion?
Alex 4-week natural, who's originally RSD Alex. Okay, he was RSD Alex Social at some point or some bullshit. This guy is living out of a van. He has tons of debt. He's a raging alcoholic. Yeah, a lot to be said about him. He has attempted suicide multiple times. Okay, has clinical depression, all these things. I'm not making fun of those things, and that is indeed a serious matter. However, he is putting out products on inner game and products on how to be rock solid internally, even though he's taking selfies in a bathtub saying, I feel sad, okay, where he's obviously crying in a bathtub like a fucking little chick, okay? These are our role models here, okay? They're either completely full of shit, content farming their content out to India, okay? Which means the content doesn't matter. They have a good marketing front end. You buy their system. 90% of people won't even fucking watch the digital product that they bought, okay, or engage in the coaching because they're lazy as fuck and they want handouts, okay? And these companies promise you handouts. Girlfriend activation system says you don't even need to approach anymore. The girls will approach you, okay? And that's going to happen due to some other pop culture reference. The whole mechanism behind their sales pitch is that there's this literotic out there, like 50 Shades of Grey, and you just need to tap into that, and all of a sudden pussy will be raining down on your head.
Hi, I'm Johnny with Vigilante Intelligence. Today, we're going to get into Fight Club's 9/11 predictive programming. Fight Club was produced by Arnon Milchan, who is an admitted Israeli spy. Fight Club was released in 1999, 2 years before the attack. Milchan also produced The Medusa Touch in 1978, featuring this 23 years before the attack. And what stood between New York City's tallest buildings was the World Trade Center Sphere, created by German artist Fritz Koenig.
Kill two birds with one stone. Destroy a piece of corporate art.
Operation Latte Thunder, go.
In Fight Club and on 9/11, it was destroyed by terrorists.
From the heart of East Berlin, a group of middle-aged men ran the Cold War for the East. Their strategy included the standard tools of espionage, but they were also working on a new secret weapon. From the early 1960s until the collapse of communism in 1989, this group spent years designing the perfect man. Their experiments helped create an army of undercover agents who were dispatched to the West. Their task: to seduce lonely West German secretaries and persuade them to hand over government secrets.
Derp 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 whores derp 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 whores. Well, it's more fun than I thought it would be. I'd like to live on this hill one day. If I teach enough men how to rail whores in a van, then maybe one day I can live up here on this hill near the park. Eyes. 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 Eyes.
She was like, fuck you.
And these two people come up. It's like some fucking neckbeard and his like fat girlfriend. And they're like, you know, and they're like, what is this? Da, da, da. I'm like, yeah, it's the fucking van. We're like listening to Creedence and shit, rocking out. And then we talked to him for a while, and then the woman's like, I don't like this van. I find this creepy, and you're weird for having this. This is fucked up. Da, 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 da. It like starts berating. I was like, look, if you don't like it, then get the fuck away from my rape van, ho.
Hey, girl.
There was a bolo, which is be on the lookout for a particular van with, there's supposed to be a few occupants in there. And the bolo basically stated that this van may be on its way to destroy the George Washington Bridge or something like that, if I remember correctly, and blow up the bridge.
The FBI has now put out a nationwide APB all points bulletin for a white Chevy van with New Jersey registration. Written on the back is Urban Moving Systems.
2 or 3 men arrested on the New Jersey Parkway. Deborah, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. That is the information that I'm getting from two sources, that there was a van either on the New Jersey Turnpike or the Garden State Parkway, and that it was near the George Washington Bridge. There were 2 or 3 men who were in the van. The van was pulled over. It is not clear why the van was pulled over, but when it was, law enforcers found tons of explosives inside of the van.
Dresses in lawnmower pants and a striped shirt. Every time a guy gives a girl lame compliments and buys her a drink. Every time a guy brags about his fancy car and high-paying job, the chode is there, burning in his breast. Remember the chode, as those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it.
Hey girl.
That's good. Are you holding those two guys, Kate?
I know this because Tyler knows this.
2.5. Think of everything we've accomplished.
No, I'm on to you. I know what's going on here.
Well, come on then. I got us a great place to watch from. It'll be like pay-per-view.
God damn it, since when is Project Mayhem about murder?
The buildings are empty. Security, maintenance, all our people. We're not killing anyone, man. We're setting them free.
Bob is dead. They shot him in the head.
You want to make an omelet, you got to break some eggs. Think of everything we've accomplished, man. Out these windows, we will view the collapse of financial history. One step closer to economic equilibrium.